Hello everybody, I hope you are well. This is week 3 of the golf improvement communications. This week I'm going to focus on putting. So today, Wednesday and Friday, we'll be looking at putting. I'm sure you're all aware how important putting is to a round of golf. It accounts for probably about 40% of the strokes that we play. 30 to 40 putts, maybe including a couple of 3 putts. That's in around a 90, 36 putts, 2 per green, equates to 40%. But how many of us actually practice our putting? Yes, we go to the putting green, hit 2 or 3 putts before a round of golf, but that's not really practicing, is it? We're all quite happy to get a bucket of balls and go to the driving range. Hit some drivers, 3 woods, 7 irons. Hitting clubs that we might only hit 3, 4, 5, maybe a maximum of 10 shots in a round of golf. We're quite happy to practice that, yet we don't practice our putting. Why is that? If we were able to save 2, 3 shots a round on the putting green, that would make a big difference to our scores. It would certainly reduce our handicap. And if we thought we were good putters, it might actually take some pressure off our long game. We wouldn't mind missing a green now and again, confident that we would be able to chip and putt and keep that score going in that round of golf. Okay, so let's just check. How many of you consider yourself to be good putters? Okay. Wednesday and Friday might be more appropriate for you, where we'll be talking about some practice drills and strategies to improve your performance. But today we're going to look specifically at technique. Okay, so let's get started. Just as a review, what do you do at the moment? How do you aim? How do you set up? How do you hold the putter? And how do you move? How do you swing the putter? Okay, how do you aim? How do you set up? How do you hold the putter? And how do you swing the putter? And you might also want to notice where the ball is. Where in your stance is it? Is it in the middle of your stance? Is it back of your stance? Is it forward? Just review where you are at the moment, what you currently do. Okay, let's talk about some of the 2 main putting actions. One would be what is called open to closed, so opening and closing throughout the arc of the swing, and that would work for what would be called a toe hang putter. So what's a toe hang putter? Putter, quite simply, that's a toe hang putter. Okay, and that would work with a motion that would come back in an arc and through in an arc, so more reflective of a golf swing. Okay, the other type of putter is what's called a face balance putter. So that would be a putter like this. So it's balanced and it always wants to get the club face square. And that putter is designed for more of a straight back, straight through putting action. Dave Peltz, one of the short game gurus from the States, he promoted a concept designed for the modern putter, which would be straight back, straight through, with a little bit of manipulation of the club face to achieve that. So the point was to keep the putter face square all the way through the stroke, back and through, and that meant some manipulation of the putter face, and that was inconsistent. So I'm now going to introduce you to biomechanically correct setup that allows you to maintain the club face square for longer not necessarily for the whole stroke, but for longer in the stroke, and that means that there's a little bit of pressure off ball position, and that the ball position can vary a little bit, but because the putter face is square to target for much longer, then it doesn't matter whether you hit the ball early or late in the stroke, the putter face is going to be swinging and pointing at the target. That's not the case for the toe hang putter and the opening and closing stroke, where the ball position is really important. Okay, let me demonstrate the biomechanically correct setup for straight back, straight through. It involves getting the putter shaft and forearm on plane, so that would be something like this. So forearm and shaft on plane, and then slide it down. Okay, it involves getting the shoulder girdle flat, so that we can then get the shoulders rocking back and forward, and it involves the eyes above the ball. Okay, so let me show you that. So that's eyes above the ball. Okay, forearm on plane and flat. Okay, so that allows shoulders to rock back and forward. Straight back, straight through. Okay, so flat shoulder girdle, and that allows the shoulders to rock. Okay, in that manner. So the stroke is shoulders only. There's no breakdown of the hands here. The breakdown of the hands would be this sort of movement. Okay, but because the stroke is in the shoulders, straight back, straight through. Okay, I happen to have a little gadget that allows me to check that. So if there's any breakdown of the hands, it's shown very clearly. The shoulder girdle driving the stroke. Okay, if you've not got one of these gadgets, here we go. Just a couple of pencils and a bit of elastic band or whatever to do that, so that you can get something on the putter head and across your forearms, and that'll get the stroke. Okay, grips. There's lots of different grips now, isn't there? Reverse overlap, there's the claw, there's the pistol, there's left hand down. So whatever's comfortable, as long as it gets you into a position where you can get the shoulders turning on a flat plane and no independent hand action. Okay, if there is breakdown here, the likelihood is that it will close the putter face and you will miss left. Okay, so that's quite a bit of information. Go and explore that, and we'll get back together on a Wednesday, and I'll introduce you to some drills and concepts to improve your putting and to improve your golf performance. Take care.